morning all. We'll chant the peace mantra from Krishna Yajurveda, Kathopanishad. Kathopanishad, this peace mantra is usually told by a student in front of a teacher. Since delving into the study of the higher knowledge, so only the special people can get interested in this type of knowledge. And my study should not be curtailed halfway through. For that one, may the Lord protect both me and my teacher. My study should continue incessantly. And there should be no break in our studies. While the studying, there should not be any shortfall in my personal life. That if a family commitment or financial commitment, I should not divert my attention into something else. It's a shortage at the family, shortage at the in the financially or social need. There should not be any shortfalls. May I have everything in plenty. And with this, when I have everything in plenty, may I accomplish great things in my life. We are not ordinary people. Let us achieve the great things. This great thing, whatever our achievement, it should be known everywhere, spread everywhere, and so that more and more people come and study this knowledge. And when this higher knowledge, when we study, may the glow, radiance come out of me. It's those who study the higher knowledge, you see the glow in their eyes, glow in the face, radiance, ojas and tejas should come out. It's through this one, and in this process, there should be no animosity. In this process, there should be no animosity between myself and my teacher. May we coexist in harmony. May the peace be in me. May the peace be around me. May the peace be everywhere. Om Sahana Vavatu. Sahano Bhunaktu. Sahaviryam Karavavahai. Tejasvinavadhitamastu. Ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. In the previous class, we mentioned about 8 qualities required by a student of a higher knowledge. If you want to acquire a knowledge, in Bhagavad Gita says, Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitram iha vidyate. Knowledge is the ultimate purifier. It's to acquire knowledge. I talked about 8 qualities required by a student. Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadama, and Uparati, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhana, and Mumukshatva. I covered that one. And 8 qualities required by a student. And to acquire these 8 qualities, and in Patanajali Yoga Sutra, he talks about 9 obstacles to acquiring the knowledge. It's people I want to acquire, but there are 9 obstacles, 9 impediments come in the path of the knowledge. The 9 obstacles Patanjali talks about in the first chapter of Patanjali Yoga Sutra called as Samadhipada. It talks about Vyadhi, Sthyana, Samshaya, Pramada, Alasya, Avirati, Bhranti Darshana, it's Alabdha Bhumikatva, Anavastithani Tattva, Chitta Vikshepa, Antarayaha, Chitta Vikshepa, that it prevents the obstacles. These are the 9 obstacles in the path of acquiring the knowledge. 9 obstacles Patanjali talks about. Vyadhi, I want to acquire, but I am always sick. That physically sick. My time is spent only in visiting my doctors. It's falling sick often. That is one of the obstacles. It's Vyadhi. And Sthyana. Sthyana means it's laziness. I'm not interested. If somebody says, come and learn, it's a learn about higher knowledge. No, I'm not interested. It's a mental laziness. It's not interested. However much you push, they're not interested. It's a weekend, it's the time to sleep up to 9 o'clock. I have very busy weekdays, it's a weekends, I want to sleep. There is no interest. Vyadhi, Sthyana. And third one is, it's a Vyadhi, Sthyana, Samshaya. It's a Samshaya, it's a doubt. It's doubting. I think in the website I can get a better information. Why go there? I think teacher doesn't know. It's a no faith in the teacher. It's a no confidence in the teacher. It's a doubting everything. Who are come across it, busy picking up the mistakes in them. It's a life is spent on that one. Samshaya, pramada, unknowingly treading a wrong path, unknowingly taking a wrong information, not deliberately but unknowingly. Pramada, alasya, laziness. One is mental laziness, where vyadhisthana is mental laziness, another is physical laziness. It's do something half-hearted. No, it's not putting enough effort. Vyadhisthana, samshaya, pramada, alasya, avirati. In the knowledge I talked about uparati, interest in the higher knowledge. It's called as uparati. It's one of the qualities required by a seeker of higher knowledge, uparati. This one is called as avirati. Avirati means it's too much of indulgence, too much of interest in social parties, in going to all the restaurants, too much weekend parties, socializing, and too much TV serials. It's too much engrossed in the worldly things. Avirati is another obstacle. Avirati. And another one is Bhranti Darshana, doing the practice for 1 month or 2 months and assuming that, yes, I acquired the perfection. It's Bhranti Darshana. And I was telling previously also that in India that one student was coming to the yoga for it's a few days. And he came and told me that when he sit in meditation, he can hear the sound, that ringing sound, ringing of the bell sound, he can hear that one. And he thought he has achieved, mastered, he got some siddhis. And after that, couple of days back, he said, sorry, he was mistaken, neighbor was doing a puja, that Bhranti Darshana. It's we assume we got some siddhis and give up the practice, Bhranti Darshana. And Alabdha Bhumikatva. I'm practicing for few days, few months, few years, 3 years, 5 years, and concluding that, yes, I practiced this much. I think no siddhi has come. I think it's not the right path for me. Giving up halfway through the practice. Alabdha Bhumikatva. And anavastitani is unsteady in the practice. It's unsteady. Sometimes do for 5 days continuously. I will get up at 5 o'clock, do, and after that slack off for few days, few months, and again pick up. So unsteady in the practice. Patanjali says these are the 9 qualities. 9 qualities: chitta, vikshepa, antaraya. Antaraya means obstacles in the path of sadhana. These are the 9 obstacles. And people can ask, okay, that I am not interested in knowledge, and let the obstacles be there. I am not interested in sadhana. What happens? Patanjali further says this 4 qualities. If you are not attempting that one for the higher knowledge, if you are not, it's attempting to overcome these 9 hurdles. What will happen? It's a dukkha. It's a sorrow. It's always in the turmoil, always grieving for no reason or a trivial reason. Dukkha dhormanasya. Mind goes into depression. Mind goes into depression. It's over rejoicing or going into the depression. And angameya jayatva. No control over the senses. I can't sit properly. Posture becomes unsteady, and when I sit, my back hurts. All the body problems. No control over the limbs, no control over the senses. Angameva jayatva, and shwasa prashwasa. It's a vikshepa. It's a breathing becomes erratic. It's a erratic breathing, jerky breathing. Jerky breathing is a sign of stress, build-up of the stress, and many people, they say that they stress-related problem, and it's anxiety-related problem. It leads to these ones. and how to overcome that one. Vyadhi, it's Patanjali says Vyadhi, it's overcome the disease, preventing the disease, change the lifestyle, do yoga. It's a you can't lifestyle unless compromising on the lifestyle, you can't get a good health. It's you have to change your lifestyle and practice. Have a discipline in your life. Vyadhi and sthana. Sthana is it's a get over your it's a letharginess. Sthana, mental letharginess. Vyadhi samshaya. Have confidence. And Bhagavad Gita says one person who doubts everything, no faith in anyone, that person perishes. No progress happens in the life. You have to have a faith in the teacher. Without faith, you can't progress in the life. That Vyadhi, Sthana, Samshaya, and Pramada. Mistake happens, but learn from the mistake and pick up. Don't, it's a by mistake, don't stop it there. Vyadhi, Sthana, Samshaya, Pramada, Alasya. Get over your letharginess. To overcome the letharginess, you need to have a role model. You need to have a guide who is inspiring. If looking at the teacher, you are inspired. If you need to have a guide who inspires your life. It's alasya, vyadhi, sthana, samshaya, pramada, alasya, avirati. Avirati, have control over your senses. It's have control over your is a counter to avirati, uparati. Have something noble aspirations in the life, not a trivial aspiration. Think high, some noble goals, noble aspirations in your life, and avirati can be converted into uparati. Uparati and avirati, bhranti darshana. It's in Patanjali in the in the fourth chapter, in the third chapter, he talks about various siddhis we get. When you do the sadhana, you get various siddhis, like you can hear people talking far away distance, and clairvoyance, clairaudience, you can get that one. And many siddhis you get, and people moving in the sky, siddha purushas moving, you can see that one. It's the star movement and what is happening in the future, you can foretell those ones. But Patanjali says these are the impediments to sadhana. It's one yogi there in Himalayas, he did the sadhana, all his sadhana was acquiring the siddhi, and he acquired such a siddhi, and looking at color of a flower, now it's a purple flower. By looking at that one, I want to make that one yellow flower, and by siddhi I can change that one to yellow flower. And by looking at if somebody gives a orange, I can, by a siddhi, I can make it into a mango and give it back. And these are the siddhis. It's a material, you can change the material. These are the siddhis you acquire. Color of the flower, somebody gives the orange, I give them a mango back or banana back, and it impresses the people. People think he's a great yogi, great siddhi. And these are the obstacles to sadhana. And at the time of when you are departing the body, that person who hankers after the siddhi, will have a very miserable end. The whole life is wasted on a trivial things, trying to impress people and trying to become a popular and making some money. It's an obstacle. It's a bhranti darshana. Don't go after any siddhis. And in the Upanishads and it's a Yoga Shastra says the sadhakas never should go after siddhi. They are the impediments to sadhana. If you get a siddhi and if you try to display that siddhi, that's your fall is for sure. It's bhranti darshana. Don't hanker after the siddhi. Bhranti darshana, alabdha bhumikatva. Don't, it's a practice. It's not a one life. It's a sadhaka says, may I practice, not for one life. Thousands of life may it come. I should not give up my sadhana. That conviction should be there. And uparati, titiksha, endure the difficulties, uparati, have a noble goal. It's in Rukmini also in Bhagavatam says, Shri Krishna, if I don't get you this life, I don't mind. Next life, I don't mind. 1,000 life, I don't mind. I am prepared to wait. I am prepared to practice. That's a type of conviction. It's a alabdha bhumikatva and anavastitani. Unsteady, have a steady practice. Have a routine for yourself. It's a come what may, have a goal. Practice, 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 practice. And that helps in overcoming the chitta vikshepa. It's the impediments to knowledge disappears, dissolves, and the path of knowledge opens up. That is the real joy. And so that with that one, when the path of knowledge opens up, dukkha dhormanasya, it's angameya jayatva and shwasa prashwasa vikshepa. You overcome those four hurdles. And this is the path of knowledge as mentioned in Bhagavad Gita and Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Lie down on your back.